friends, Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace, and welcome back to my channel. And we are still working on the Grungy Junky journal. And today, I want to do a couple of things. One, let me move this up just a little bit. There we go. The light was in the way. One thing I want to do is I want to make a hidden, kind of a hidden paper clip with this right here. This is a wax seal, and I am going to put it on this rusted paper clip. I'm going to show you how I do that. I'll show you, I have in my prototype here of this junky journal is this. So this is exactly what I'm going to do. It's the same thing this is, which this is holding on a couple of things. And that's what it's going to look like. Very simple to do. Can do it with any disc sort of thing. Gotta get that out so I can put it back on here. So let's get back on here like that. And make sure that's stuck under it like that. There we go. Okay, so what we need to do is I want to do it sideways like I did that one, but I'm going to do this one a little crooked because of the way my wax seal is. And you see it has a little bump out right there. It's pretty centered other than that, and I do not want the end of this to show. So if I put it right there, like that, right where that bump is, and right where the gem clip is, then I gotta put it this way though. So when you do this, whatever you want to be on the front of your gem clip, you need to put the long side of your gem clip, this part, that needs to be toward the image that you want to be on top of your paper clip. Okay, so when you do that way, you already have this can just slide right over your paper. So you want the large end. Let me show you, because you want to be able to do there. This is the small side. This is the long side. And you want to put this here on what is the long side. Okay? So that's what we want to do. So I'm going to take that off like that. And I'm going to make this end, this rounded end here, just come in right at that little bump out. Now that's going to make that be crooked when it goes on a little bit, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me. So I'm okay with that. So to do this, we need to make sure I got it the right way. Yes, okay, so this is the long way. So I want it to be on here like that. We're going to put this. It's been a while since I've made this, so I don't remember exactly how I made it. I know how it turns out, but I don't remember my process exactly. But it's going to be like that. Okay, so that's all I need to do is so I cut a circle that's a little bit less than my wax seal, and you can use anything. It doesn't have to be a wax seal. You can use anything you want. And I put my circle, that's a little bit smaller than my wax seal, in between my paper clip. So this is the short side of the paper clip. This is the long side of the paper clip. So now what I want to do is put this on top of that. So all I need to do is glue this all the way around. top of the paper clip, lots of glue in and around this paper clip. And then, so I've got lots of glue on there. Then I'm going to take this and lay it like I want it to be, which is with that little bit of gem clip right at that little bump out. And you do this however you want yours to be. And then I'm going to clip it and let it dry. Let's make sure that I don't want any of this paper part to show. So let's make sure I've got it tucked in enough that that doesn't show. Okay. Let's put these on here. Let's do it like that. Let's do these are a little bit better. And then I'll do these little ones like this on this part. Like this. And we'll let that dry. Okay, now let me see. I've got some bigger. This might be better. Here. Make sure that gets glued down well. So I'm going to put these bigger ones on there, I think. They're a little stronger too. Just like that. Now, when that dries, that should be good and sturdy. I think that one's okay. Okay, I'm going to lay that over there to dry. And then we'll see what that looks like. Now, I'm going to put it on that first page. On the other side, I want a floating pocket. So I'm going to use this, which is it's from the airline, Delta Airline, and it is the package that your if you want to watch a movie, your earphones go in. So I repaired that a little bit because I wanted the flap, and the flap didn't tear right, so I just put a little piece of paper in there to attach this part of the flap. I'm leaving that torn. So we're going to collage this on both sides. It's going to start on this side because I want to put, this is sticky right here, so I want to put some washi tape on that part. And then I'm just gonna collage on this. So this is not very sticky washi tape, so we are going to put some glue. And that's how I'm going to start this collage. This is, I don't know where I got this from. I've had it for a while. So we're just going to stick that up there like that. And I'm going to wrap it around. It may or may not show on the other side. I mean, I may have it covered up on the other side by the time I get there. Who knows? But we're going to fold it around at the moment. Because I'm going to collage, like I said, both sides of this. I've got a frog in my throat, so you forgive me for clearing my throat. Okay, so I've got this little bit of the this paper here. So I'm going to put this here. This is that letter that was falling apart. Here are the other pieces. Isn't that handwriting awesome? I think that's so cool. I couldn't find a date on it, but Isaac Beck. Looks like he may have written it. I don't know. It's all come apart. And there's Reuben Michael, it looks like. Oh, it looks like several signatures here. I don't know. That says Georgia, looks like. Might be a legal document of some kind. But in any case, it's falling apart, so it's gonna get used this way. So I'm gonna put it down like this, I think. So I want it like this. I'll do it like that. I'm gonna put it up there, I'll leave that. And I'm gonna tear it right here. Like that. And put that down. And then I think I might stick this down. So I just am gonna put bits and pieces I have laying on my desk here to cover this back, and then I'll do some focal point type stuff. Okay, that doesn't need to go there. How about this little piece? Copy that paper here. Just enough to cover it up. Or how about a little piece of this? Or a little piece of this? Let's see. I'm not liking that washi tape there, and I think I need to cover that up. I'm not really caring for that so much. I mean, I want this to be the right way up. Maybe that's what it is. Yeah, I think I like that better. And then I can put this here. Oh, I don't mind that. Don't hate that. But I want this to be jagged a little bit. This is that drywall tape. Love this stuff. So easy to use. This has been colored with ink or whatever, overspray or whatever. I don't know what I've used on it. And we can leave that like that. Yeah, like that. I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna go for that. So I'm just gonna glue this down. So, you know, just look for things. Doesn't have to be vintage things. I just happen to have some, but it doesn't really have to be vintage stuff. You know, it can be anything really to use as your collage fodder. Anytime, anywhere, really. So let's just put that like this. I could put this down here. I think I might like it better down here. Yep, I think I do. I want it to be jagged on this side as well. So I'm going to put this right here. Yes, I like that better. I think I want a little piece of fabric up here at this little bit. Just laying on my desk. So I think I might stick this up here somewhere. This would look okay over here too. That might not be bad. Let me tear that piece down. This is from that, from the inside of a security envelope. Let's do this up here like that. I'm going to need to ink that edge because I tore it. Actually, what I would consider the wrong way. So I want to just darken this edge a little bit. And let's put this here. Down the side here. I'm going to leave just a tiny bit of a border. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't know that I've done anything else to this after I left you guys the last time. But I am here now to walk you through this. Oh, and I got something in the mail, junk mail, that is a rarity for me. I don't usually find these. And that is, I gotta show you because I love it. I got this, let me put this out here. I got this junk mail envelope from the Salvation Army. They wanted a donation, but it is red security envelope on the inside. I don't find those very often. So I think that is pretty cool. I don't know if I'll use it in this journal or not, but even though I could, I don't know if I want to. Okay, do I want to use this or do I want to use, ooh, I know, I want to use this. I think I want to use this instead. I'll use this part somewhere. Well, I can put it upside down. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. I like that better. Maybe on this. And I could do it like this. Like this. Could go up here. I like it over that washi tape better. I'm going to do it like this. Or either I can do this one here. Let's do that. Use it like that. Is that good? I'm not liking the washi tape up here like I thought I would. So I think I'm going to put that up there. Or like this. Yeah, I'll do it like that. I don't know if I like that either, but I am going to use this up here. So let me get this backing off. This tape, drywall tape, is cardstock like with all the little holes in it. And it is sticky. So this brown peels off. And then you have sticky. And it's pretty sticky. And so I'm just going to stick this up here. Just like that. So the washi tape still shows through just a little bit. Now you also can use this. I use, so one side is shiny, as you can see. The other side is dull. The shiny side is what the sticky part was sticking to. So I can use this also if I want to. Use it. I can use this part as well and just glue it down, and it glues down beautifully. And it just gives me some layering that I like. So I just do it like that. I think I might do that. Bring it over to the, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that. And it glues down fine, no problem. So to do this, I just take it across here and across here. And then across the bottom part. So you've got these straight edge, this straight line basically. And I just do a little thin glue across that. And it glues down, stays. I use art glitter glue, not a problem. Stays just like it should. And I'm gonna do it just like that. So I'm matching up the dots. from this piece to that piece. I'm matching up where those dots go. I'll put a little bit of ink on that. And there we have some layering there. It almost looks like tape. That's kind of cool. I like that. Now, what do I want to put on the bottom? I don't know. I'm kind of not liking the this look. I'm not exactly liking that. So, how about if I did it like that? That's a little bit better. But I also could use just another little piece of this. Just right down, let's do that. Just right down here, I'll pull this off. And layer that up on top. Just like that. I like that really grungy dot right there. That's kind of cool. And I'm going to tear it off right there. Yes, that's better. I saved those little tiny pieces. They might come in handy. So I'm just going to glue this. Ooh, that could be cool too. Instead of the other way. No, I'm going to do it this way. The only bad thing about something like this is, although it doesn't really matter when something's falling apart, I have a hard time even using real vintage because I'm thinking this is a cool thing. It's history. It's, you know, what happened before me. I know that's kind of crazy, but that is the way that I am. Okay, so that is collaged. So now I need something focal point wise. I thought this might be kind of fun. It's a little bit big. And then I found some Tim Holtz kind of, I think this may be from Tim Holtz. I don't know, some Tim Holtz kind of photos, and I thought that might be something I would use. Don't know. I also have this one. Could do the two together, or I could do a bigger one about this. That's kind of fun. I can put some more something behind here like this. Maybe just a little bit of that behind there. No, don't like that. Okay, and then I have a bigger. This is also a Tim Holtz photo, I believe. And this looks like a sports team of some kind. The only thing is it's kind of big. And I didn't really want anything to be that big. But it could be. Okay, so then I also have real photos. And I got some in here that are a decent size. Not these, let's look at these. More photos. I have a lot more besides these. These are just some that came in a group of things. So I just separated, kept them separate. But this has some pretty fun photos in here. It's children. Oh, I see, I like this one. And this one. That's cool too. So I'm thinking I'm going to do a photo. And maybe do a bit of fabric across here. Yeah, I think I want to do this photo. And maybe, you know, something else. Number. Postage. Something. This is also some Tim Holtz stuff. I'm trying to use up some of my stuff. I have lots of things that's not been used. So we can use something like that. Kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that. And how's that looking? Let me bring it in so you can see good. What do we think about that? Tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to take my these. I am going to take my decal scissors, decal scissors, and I'm going to decal the edge of this. I'm just going to go down the edge, take a little of the white off, and decal the edge. These photos oftentimes came that way from the printer. And that way it has a deckled edge. I've had those scissors forever and ever and ever, and they have served me well. Okay, I like this. I like this photo on the side. And I'm going to put that and this, and maybe another little piece of, I got a little piece of lace here that's just been laying here. I need to use it up. Like that. Just lay that on there like that. I think I'll do that. I kind of like that. Also could do this. Could do this. I've got a smaller one of these too that I could put on here. That would actually fit better. And then we could put her name on there. So what should her name be? We don't know. Maybe this is her initials. Frances Jean Kilwin. FJK. It's got writing on here. Can you see the writing right there? I think that's writing. Or is it shadow? Oh, there's a baby in the background with another person right there. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to use that photo. I am going to use that photo. And I like it. It's good. I like that. Or I also have, something like this if I didn't want to do, that one's folded, but I could do something like that. That's like an ad. I could do all kinds of things. I don't want to do that though. I think I want to do this. Yes, I want to do that. I don't want to do this, I don't think. The smaller one would work better, but I'm not digging it out. Okay, and then for this, I'm going to do it on top of this. I want to ink this up so it's not quite so white. And I'll do that with my dauber. Just like that. Just make it not quite so white. And that'll just go on there like that. That's perfect. So I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to angle it just like that. You can see this came from a photo album. This I had bought, I used to have a little, just a little shelf booth. It's like just a little etagere. Is that how you say it? Shelves with 5 shelves, and it was just a little space that they had that could sit, and they were just renting that little space. So I did that for a while, and I enjoyed it. I did it for a year. I enjoyed it, but it didn't bring me as much money. I didn't lose money, but it didn't really make me any money. And so I decided to give it up after a year, but another lady who had a booth in this same antique shop when I was there knew that I did journals and had seen my journals, and knew that I was always looking for inexpensive antique papers and things. And she had bought a lot of something from somebody, and it had a lot of paper in it. So she gave me a deal on the paper. It had paper and pictures, and that's not really what she sells in her booth. Mostly she sells, you know, magazines and kitsch stuff and kitchen stuff and maybe postcards and things like that. And so she gave me a deal. And, you know, we came to an agreement for what it was and how much she wanted for it and what I was willing to pay for it. And so I bought a bunch. It was a bunch of stuff, and these photos were in it. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, I am definitely going to do this little piece of fabric and this little piece of lace. I'm definitely doing that. Now, the question is, do I want this under it or something else? Could be this. I want to ink that up a little bit. Let's ink that up a little bit, see how that looks. Let me put my lid back on my glue while I decide what I'm going to do here. I also have real stamps. This is Tim Holtz stamps. So I also have real stamps if I wanted to, and I don't mind covering up some of that. I don't like the two together. See if I have any. Oh, this is kind of cool too. Miscellaneous photos. So in this pocket could be some miscellaneous photos. And she just put my owner of this journal, whoever she is back in the day, could have just put this on here so that she would have a place for some miscellaneous photos. I kind of like that too. This also needs to be inked. Also want it to be a little bit dusty, dirty. Inking is a marvelous thing. Okay, so I can put that like that. Yeah, I think I like that. I could just cut that down. I don't know if I like it that big. I think I'm going to cut it down. Just so it says miscellaneous photos. I'll save these other two things for something else. And let me ink these edges. So I can do that. And I need to do this too. Ink this if I'm going to use it. And use this part too. Could just be whatever it is. I don't know. Could just be whatever it is. Or look at this in half. And use it here. So I'm using some vintage and some not vintage. Yeah, I think I like the stamp better. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna glue this down first to this. Do like that. Get it up here, you can see. Blot it like I always do. Put a little bit of glue under that, right there. Okay, then I'll glue this whole thing down like this. Half on, half off. Then I will put this on here. Or I could put this on top of that, and put this down here on that. Yeah, I like that. You can do that. So I'm just going to take this and do it like this. Or maybe I want it on top. I think I want it on top. So I'll just go ahead and put this down like this. Well, I might as well do it all if I'm going to put it down. Can you hear me? My voice doesn't seem to be very strong. I've had a cold and I thought it was gone, and now it seems to be coming back. And I'm also quiet when I'm, trying to figure stuff out. So you have to forgive me if you can't hear me. I apologize. Now I'm just going to put a little bit along here. Put this piece of fabric on. I just like the little rough edge of the fabric. Put it along here, like so. Give it a minute to stick. It'll stick. Oh, I could have used this little piece too. I think this is the one I thought I had. This one's okay. Then I'll put this here. It's right along there. Put that down like that. Hold it down a minute. Move it over a little bit. Make it more off the edge. Okay, I'll hold that down. Put this lid back on. So this is why I normally don't do this kind of thing on the camera while the camera's rolling, because I'm very slow. I'm very slow at this kind of stuff, as you can see. So, come on. I know you want to stick. I didn't put enough glue, or didn't hold it down long enough. I don't know which. Let's do it again. I know it will hold, though. I've used it. I've done this so many times over the years. I've been making journals since 2017. 14. Maybe 14. Yes. 14. Started very beginnings in 2014 and didn't do but just some little pamphlet type journals. I didn't really do much because I was learning how to stitch in a signature and, just kind of learning the whole process thing. Okay. There we go. That is this side. Let me take it out a little bit. So that's this side. And let's see how this is coming along. And I've probably taken enough of your time today. So that is not completely dry, but pretty dry. I think it's probably dry enough. Get these things put away. And let's see. Put these back in here. And I don't know what I'll do on the other side. I'm not going to take you with me on that because I've already spent about 40 minutes, almost 40 minutes with you today, and I'm trying to keep these on the shorter side so you don't get bored with it. And let me show you how this should work. Oh, wow, what is that? I don't know where that came from. Okay, let me show you how this is going to work. So I'm going to put this here. This is going to go right here. So see, that just slips right on. I'm going to stick something underneath that. Let's just say we have this business card here that I'm going to slip under there on that side. And it says, this is a Tim Holtz thing, and it says Millinery Ribbons and Straw Goods on Market Street in Pittsburgh. I don't know where this lady lives. I don't know where she's from. I don't know. One day I may know that. And then we're going to stick that on this side. So when we have this like this, let me bring it in. I mean out. Then this is going to be, and I may put something else here because I also have, I thought I had something else I laid here that I was going to use. It was a fake postcard. But here we have, this is an ID. Can also go under this. You could put a couple of things under there. So this is a Tim Holtz piece too that I took a picture. There was no picture here, and this is an ID. And I took a picture from a 1957 yearbook. One of the smaller, you know, like junior, 8th, 9th grade picture, because they're smaller, that it would just fit in there. So that's a ID card for somebody. So there, we can put that in there too. I think that works good. And then I will collage. This is floating, so I'm going to collage this side as well in, maybe not in another video, but the next time you see me, it may already be done. But I just wanted to collage something for you on camera. Like I said, I usually don't do that very much because it takes me a while when I'm doing a collage like this to know exactly what I want to use and how I want to do it and so forth and so on. So that is where I am. So that's the only thing we're going to do today, is show you how to make that gem clip and do a little collaging with you. And it's gonna slip. There we go. So that's how this is coming out. Oh, there is one other thing. I've not done anything else. I don't think I've done anything else. But there is something else I want to do that I am going to do while you are here. Let me just find it. It's way back here. I'm going to have this little piece of snippet roll right here. And I want to put that in here, and I want it to hang out a little at the top, a little outside, so that when you close this, you can see this paper, this fabric I have hanging out the side. Now, when let me bring this up. I'm sorry, it's kind of dark. I'm going to lighten it up when I download this. But see, I'm gonna when you get this ready and you get it put in there, it pulls all that paper in. So it's going to be tighter in there than it currently shows. But I want this to show. I'm going to put some other things. This one won't show much, but, you know, I may put another bit of something on here to make that show, because I want some lacy things and some fabrics and, you know, so forth and so on to show, peek out of the side here. So I'm just gonna glue this one on. And for now, I'm gonna leave a little spot that you could tuck something in if you wanted to. And I'm just gonna put this. I think it'll better for my sensibilities if I don't make that stitching right there too crooked. And that's going to be like that. Like that. Just stick it out a little bit. And then I'm going to go on down the side here and along here. Close that up. I'll put that on there. So this is just going to be a collection of things, all kinds of things, vintage things, not vintage things, but looks vintage. So, okay, so, and I fastened this one on this side, but that one's going to be floating. And that's going to go like that, and that will stick out like that. And then I will have some other things that stick out. I will do some other things. See, that sticks out there, but I will do some other things along here. I want a little something that's sticking out. So as we go along, we'll be adding more things, a little bit at a time, as I come across something I want to use. So I appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of crafting. And I told you I don't like to do collaging and things like that online, or while I'm filming, because I'm slow at it. It takes me too long. As you noticed, it took me a little while to get this together. I like it, though, after I got it done. I like it. So I thank you for coming. I hope you'll subscribe and hit the notification bell and visit me again as we finish this journal, and as I work through things to put in this journal and figure out what I want to do. It will be for sale on my Etsy when I'm done. So follow along. I appreciate you coming. Talk to you later. Bye.